Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa on May 10, 1994. The first black president of South Africa. Does that mean they've never had a president in South Africa? No. Before 1994, they've had leaders in South Africa, but they were not blacks. Why? Because there was apartheid policy in South Africa, which means that the black people could not do some things and the white minorities were the only ones that were given the authority and the power to occupy some spaces, some political offices and some strategic positions in South Africa. Now, South Africa is an African country. It is a black country, which means that the land of South Africa actually belongs to the people of South Africa that are blacks. I mean the black people in South Africa, because if you talk about South Africa right now, we have the whites, we have the colored, we have the Indians, we have a host of them, but the land of South Africa actually belongs to the black people, which means they own it. But before 1994, the black majority in South Africa, they had no political power or they had no political authority or whatever to occupy some spaces in South Africa, which means that the white minorities were the ones who were ruling. South Africa became a republic, totally free from British control in 1961, but they never had a black president until some people rose up to fight against this apartheid, this isolation, the segregation and discrimination of the black people in South Africa. People like Nelson Mandela, people like Jafta Masemola, people like Desmond Tutu and a host of them, they fought against this and some of them were in prison. In fact, most of them were in prison, such as Jafta Masemola. He was in prison for 27 years and beyond. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years until he was released and became the first black president of South Africa on May 10, 1994. That's about that. Thank you.